Hello YouTube, and today I'm going to be introducing you to a tool called Hammer. Now what you can do with this tool is you can make maps for pretty much any game, any first-person shooter, or first-person game for that matter, on the Source engine. Now first what you want to do is you press File and New. Now that'll bring up 4 windows. Now what you do is you press this little tool right here, block tool, this plain old block, and you drag it from corner to corner on the top right. Now when you press enter, it will make something like this. Now what you do is with the W, A, S, and D keys and the arrow keys, you navigate out of that, and you'll see something not like that, because what you have to do is press the camera right here and press 3D textured, or if you want to see how the lighting affects it, the 3D shaded texture polygons. But for right now, we're going to use 3D texture. Now your map won't work yet. We still have to add 2 more things. The first thing we have to add is a room. So we drag out a box like this, drag these handles like this, and you might notice already that this handles a lot like MS Paint. But that's just a side note. So then you press enter, and something like this will pop up. It's not a room yet. What we have to do is we have to go to Tools and press Make Hollow. I always use -32. Okay? And that makes us a room. Now there's another method of a room which I'll cover in another tutorial. So, now let's go over changing textures. So, let's say we want to change the texture of this ground right here. So we select it with this little tool right here, the top tool. And when it's dark red, it's selected. Now, we go over here. It might be different for you, but you press Browse, and this is our little database of all the textures in that game we're developing for. Now, to make this possible to use, what we do is we go to Filter, and this is like our little search bar of magic. Let's say we want to make that thing over there grass. So we search grass in the filter, and all these will come up. Now let's choose nature grass floor 002A. Now we press this little thing right here, looks like a brick wall block, and boop, it'll change the texture to grass. Now let's say we wanted to make it look like we're enclosed, and there's only one way to get out. So what we do is we first go here, browse again, and in this little filter box, type in skybox all together. And what you do is you go all the way down to the end, and you'll see something that says skybox, not 2D skybox, skybox. And you take that, and now what we're going to do is we're going to use the texture application. Now, first we're going to deselect that, and you deselect by holding Control and clicking over it again. Now, what we want to do is we open our texture application, and what we can do now is we can just choose one face of our thing. And for some reason it doesn't have skybox, but we just press skybox right here, and we press apply, and that looks a little weird in Hammer, but in the actual game it'll look like that's outside. Oh, and I forgot one more thing. Before you press compile, you press this little thing right here under the camera called the Entity Creation tool. Now, by default, it should be Info Player Start, but if it's not, you just click this drop-down box and get to Info Player Start. Now we click right here on our grass platform and it'll make a little green thing. Now you can go ahead and press F9 and compile it. And how you compile it is the following. What you do is you press F9 and something like this will pop up, except for this, all that code. I only have that in there because I used a certain thing to get it to develop for Garry's Mod, but I'll show you that in another tutorial. And what you do is you just leave all this and press OK, and it will compile it into the game and run it. Now I'll come back when it's running. Alright, so I just got into the game and this is what we just created. Looks glorious, doesn't it? And we can even jump down here. And we can even walk around here on this brick. It even makes different sound when you walk. And if you look down there, there's a horrible place. And what's cool is that because it's only a texture that's making all that, you really can't go past this. It's literally impossible. Unless, of course, you use no clip, and as you can see, there's not even an outside. It's just a plain room. But anyway, that is how you do it. Expect more tutorials about this very soon. Until next time, goodbye.